YouTube, my name is Mesa and we are back here on Destiny 2. Okay folks, in this video, we're going to go over all of the patch notes for update 2.0.5. So in a nutshell, I'm going to be reading them straight off of Bungie.net. I will link it in the description, but of course I want to add some commentary to some of these changes. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to begin the supposed Thunderlord quest and go see Amanda Holliday. She will give you a quest called Journal of the Reef Cryptarch. Now, in that quest, it says you need to get 10 journal pages, and it says the lost pages are found scattered across the decryption algorithms of legendary and exotic engrams and in the possession of challenging fallen enemies in the European Dead Zone. Now, you could do this a really easy way or a semi-fun way. You can go to the European Dead Zone and just kill Fallen. I think if you do one Glimmer Extraction public event, you get all 10 of these pages. However, if you go to the Cryptarch, Master Raoul, and buy 10 legendary engrams and you decrypt them, each one of them will give you a page. Once you get all 10 of these pages, it says you've recovered all the pages of Ives' journal. But the unique encryption of each page is uncrackable by conventional means. Amanda Holliday is reaching out to her network of associates and will contact you when she has any new developments. So right now, we do not know what the next step is or when it might occur. It could be tomorrow at reset, it could be on Friday at reset like the Whisper of the Worm, or it could be the following week. We don't know. I think things are alluding to this might occur over the next 3 weeks. Now, next week, I will be here Tuesday for the weekly reset video. However, I will be on vacation for the rest of the week. But follow me on Twitter, and I will keep you updated if I am not here. If I'm here, I will be sure as heck to make a video on it. Let's get into update 2.0.5. First off, with regards to the sandbox, Malfeasance got a buff to increased explosive shadow detonation damage and increased damage against Taken and invaders. Supposedly, it will 3-tap invaders. Thank you for everyone who came out to my stream today, because on the first Gambit match in round 2, we got the meatball to spawn. We killed him, and we have our first step of the Malfeasance quest. I was not lucky the entire time for the past couple of weeks trying to get the meatball to spawn. Well, first game it spawned, we killed it, and now I'm going to work on this quest. The Wish Ender got a well-needed buff. They increased the base damage of the Wish Ender. They fixed an issue where Wish Ender's Broadhead perk would not activate properly, which would result in damage loss. Also, the Wish Ender's Queen's Wrath perk effects are now more readable and consistent. Next up, we have the Trace Rifles. Now you will spawn in with 50 ammo in the Crucible. Now benefit from the following armor perks: Auto Rifle Reloader, Unflinching Auto Rifle Aim, Auto Rifle Targeting, Precision Weapon Targeting, and Auto Rifle Dexterity. So anything related to auto rifles will benefit your Trace Rifle. Sword damage and also Fusion Rifle damage got a buff in PvE. Now, we don't have a percentage on it, but hopefully Mercules or someone like Fallout Plays or Aztecross will do a video on that. Proximity Grenades now have a stat penalty to the blast radius. They reduced the amount by which the Full Choke perk narrows projectile spread. Now, the next one I'm not exactly happy about because I love them the way they were, but they changed up the Dynamo and Distribution perks. Dynamo is where you simply use your class ability and you get super energy. So, players will need to activate their class ability in proximity to at least one enemy to gain the benefit. That's fine, but in PvP, it was nice to get super energy really quickly. Increased the energy gain by 20% to compensate slightly for the new requirement. Okay, I'm cool with that. Fixed an issue where Dynamo's effect was not scaling based on the player's class type. The Distribution perk had this, but it was unintentionally left out of Dynamo. Some general sandbox things: increased visibility through a Titan's banner shield for allies. The White Nail perk should no longer occasionally activate before the player achieves the required number of precision hits. Fixed an issue where the Service Regime scope was opaque yellow. Fixed an issue where Polaris Lance, the perfect 5th perk, was not triggering. We have a few combatant changes here. They fixed an issue where the Vex Cyclops weren't attacking players. I kind of like that, especially in Gambit. They fixed an issue where Hive Knights and Taken Vandals were not using their special abilities. Next up, let's talk about activities, specifically Breakthrough in the Crucible. Here's the changes for Breakthrough. Decreased attacker respawn time from 7 seconds to 5 seconds after the breaker is deployed. Modified the game rules to prevent teams from forcing the round into a stalemate by doing this. In the initial fight over the breaker, the team with the most capture progress, the high watermark, will win the breaker if time runs out without any breaker progress present. There still will be overtime if the time runs out with progress present, and the breaker will go to the team with current progress at the end of 30 seconds, or to the high watermark if progress reaches 0 with no players on the breaker. While a team is hacking the other team's vault, progress decay accelerates gradually during sudden death for up to 30 seconds, after which the round will end the moment no attackers are present in the capture zones. Also, if the round ends in a draw twice, the match ends in a tie. Neither team will get glory points from this scenario. Win streaks are maintained. Next up, let's get into Gambit and a whole bunch of changes we're going to laundry list here. Sleeper Simulant now gains less ammo for heavy ammo crates on the wall in Gambit. It was 4, now it's down to 2. Swords now gain more ammo from heavy ammo crates on the wall in Gambit. Now 12, up from 6. I guess they want us to use swords, put the sleeper away for a little bit. They fixed an issue where sometimes one team's invasion portal would not open. Fixed an issue where sometimes the wrong team would be credited for defeating the Ascendant Primeval. They increased the spawn rate of the Ascendant Primeval servitor. The Gambit ship and Sparrow are no longer guaranteed drops. Now, quitter penalties have been re-enabled, but they fixed an issue where matchmaking would sometimes result in players being kicked from Gambit matches, thus triggering quitter penalties. Players will now receive 2 warnings before they are suspended from Gambit. Players will not immediately be suspended on the first match of the day if they quit a match the night before. And they also increased that suspension to 30 minutes, so don't quit Gambit. Next up, we've got exotics to talk about. Exotic duplicate weighting. So, when a player receives an exotic, we now take into account all exotics the player has found and weight them against exotics they have yet to acquire. This lowers the player's chance of receiving exotics they already own. This is good for me, considering I do not have one piece of Forsaken exotic armor. Exotics that the player does not own yet are individually weighted much higher than duplicate exotics. When receiving duplicate exotics, the player is more likely to earn exotic armor, as these have randomly rolled perks. Now, they removed the quest exotic weapons from the exotic engram loot pool, and that basically means like things like Ace of Spades, Wish Ender, Malfeasance, meaning if you got them already and you went through the quest and then you got an exotic engram, sometimes you would get that as a drop. So they're taking them all out, so this way hopefully when you get an exotic drop, it's something that you don't have. They renamed Masterwork Cores to Enhancement Cores. Enhancement Cores are now awarded by Scrapper bounties and 6 of the Spider's weekly bounties. Enhancement Cores will be more visible in the loot feed. Now, this morning we did go and check out the Spider, and we did see the bounties, and each one of them, it says 1 Enhancement Core. I was kind of hoping each one of those bounties would give you maybe 2 or 3. I don't know, we'll have to see. Hopefully they change that and it's more than just 1 enhancement core. So that is going to do it for the video, guys. There was a few more changes at the bottom. They were just kind of general fixes and things, but those are the most important things that I wanted to go over with you guys. So let me know in the comment section what you think of update 2.0.5. And if you're hunting the Malfeasance meatball, let me know in the comment section if you're playing today, did you get the meatball to spawn? I was very happy on that first run, and now probably tonight I'm putting Red Dead Redemption down because all I want to do is work on my Malfeasance quest, especially since they buffed it. Alright guys, leave me a like in this video if you enjoy my content. Leave me a hashtag made it to the end if you want to become legend. And that's it guys, do me a favor, drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter at Mesa. Check out my stream, usually know it's on YouTube, and that is it. I am out of here like Vladimir.